Today, we are going to look at Lesson 8, and we are going to explain how historical events within a text are connected by using cause and effect. Who is Rosa Parks?
Hi, this is Jeremiah from Welcome to Fresburg, bringing you free TV to watch cartoons online with educational videos for students. Please take a moment to hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe to our channel.
Standing up and being a leader in your community is something that is always good. Today, I have a woman who stood up for what she believed in and helped change the world. Her name is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was an African American civil rights activist whom the United States Congress called the First Lady of Civil Rights. Rosa Parks was born on February 4th, 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama, to her father and mother, James and Leona McCauley. When it came to Rosa's ethnicity, her ancestry included being African, Cherokee Creek, and Scots-Irish. As a child, she attended the Industrial School for Girls in Montgomery, Alabama, later graduating from high school in 1933 at the age of 20. In 1943, she began working as a secretary in the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP. One of her main jobs many people didn't know about is that she was responsible for helping other African American women who had been victims of crimes. At this time in history, African Americans were not treated as equals. When it came to the areas in the country, there was segregation. Segregation meant that whites and African Americans were kept apart. Rosa is most known for standing up against being treated unfair. On December 1st, 1955, she refused to give up her seat on a bus to another white passenger. After the bus driver told her to go to the back of the bus, she refused. She was then arrested and fined. Rosa's actions led to the 13-month Montgomery bus boycott to stop African Americans from being separated. This led to the start of the Montgomery Improvement Association, which was headed by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Rosa Parks was a woman who will never be forgotten for her bravery and standing up for civil rights. Rosa Parks died at the age of 92 on October 24, 2005. Her body was flown to Washington, D.C., and now lies in honor in the Capitol Rotunda. She is the first woman and only the second African American to receive the honor, usually reserved for presidents, soldiers, and politicians.
We have been looking at different types of informational text. We have looked at historical scientific text. We also have looked at steps in a technical procedure, a technical text. Today, we are going to focus on historical text. Historical text focuses on a person, place, or event from the past. Some keywords that we will look at can include dates, names, facts, and timelines. Cause and effect. Cause is the reason why something happened, and effect is what happens, which is an event or action that happens because of something else. For cause and effect, there are signal words that you can use. Some signal words include since, because, due to, if, as a result of, so, then, leads to, consequently, therefore. Questions to think about while reading. Why is Rosa Parks famous? Why did Rosa Parks refuse to give up her seat on the bus? What is the effect that happened when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus? Rosa Parks is most famous for refusing to give up her seat on a bus. Famous, it means well known for. During Miss Parks' time, there was segregation. This meant that African Americans and white Americans were separate. They were also supposed to be equal, but things were not equal. One day, Miss Parks was sitting on a crowded bus. She was told that she had to give up her seat to white passengers. Rosa knew that it was unfair, so she refused to move. Rosa was arrested because she wouldn't give her seat to the white passenger. Other people quickly learned of Miss Parks' getting arrested. This caused many people to become angry. They boycotted or quit riding the bus. They quit riding the buses for over a year. The Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional or wrong to have segregation on buses. Rosa's one actions caused this change. Thinking about cause and effect. Rosa was told she would have to give up her seat to a white passenger. What was the effect? If we go back into the text, we can see that the effect was the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional or wrong to have segregation on a bus. Why did Rosa Parks refuse to give up her seat on the bus? The rules of different people being separate was unequal. So Miss Parks decided to not give up her seat to the passenger. What is the effect that happened when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat in the bus? Well, people learned of what had happened to Miss Parks. So this caused many people to become angry. So they boycotted or quit riding the buses for over a year. And then the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional or wrong to have segregation on buses. In closing, how would you feel if you were Rosa Parks? How would you react if you were asked to move back on a bus? Go ahead now and take the Google form on the questions with the passage that we just read. The passage will also be in Shobi if you would like to look back at it.